It's graduation day today. I'd say I am nervous, but I'm also excited, like more excited than nervous. The thing that makes me nervous is the part where you have to go up on the stage and you're projected on a screen. That part kind of freaks me out, but my family is coming. My dad, my mum and my sisters are coming, so I'm excited for them to watch me do it, and I'm excited to see everyone that was in my classes, because I think I left like a couple of months ago now and I haven't seen them again since then, but I love them all. I think everyone is great. I think my teachers are great, so I'm excited to see all of those again. So yeah, graduation is at 1 o'clock, but I'm gonna get there early because I know I need to get my gown on and things, and there is a photography level, it says, so I'm excited to check that out. I don't know how that works, if it's like you just go in and get one by yourself or if it's like multiple people, but then after the ceremony, so should finish at like 2:30, there is an after party thing going on that you had to book tickets for. So I booked those for, again, me and my family, and it's something that, you know, everyone can go to. I'm guessing probably most people have booked that, so I think the teachers will be there too, so that sounds good. And then yeah, that's it for graduation. Me graduated my 3rd year and going on to do my masters, so I'm going to bring you guys along, hopefully film the process and me graduating if I can get my sister to do that for me. But yeah, I'm excited and excited to bring you along.
Behind you and around you. A moment to think about how their support and their belief in you has helped you reach today's important. Amy Walker. Two, one.
Okay, so I apologise for this graduation video being so short. My plan was to film everything, to film me getting ready more than I did, leading up to it, getting my gown on, the layout of the place and getting to my seat, and then obviously I did show the part where I graduated, but then more of the after party too. And unfortunately I didn't get to show almost all of this because it was just so chaotic. To getting set up, to leaving the house, to getting set up was very chaotic. So I'm gonna go back now and recap everything that I've missed out for you. So I've got my notes up beside me, so I suppose I should just start with where the video finished with the after party. So this was a thing that anyone could get into. I think even if you didn't attend the graduation itself, I think you could still buy tickets to get inside. So it was £5 for a ticket for everyone, graduates included, and you did get free complimentary champagne, but unfortunately I don't drink alcohol and I hate the taste of champagne, so you could also get a voucher to swap it for just any drink at the bar. So that's what me and my sister ended up doing, but we didn't end up staying for long because, as you saw, it was in an area like a 5-minute walk from the graduation actual building, and it was great. Like, they had like a DJ on, and then there was some seating areas, some sheltered area, because it was kind of on and off raining that day. And they also, it said there was food advertised, and what it ended up being was 2 food trucks. And while there was good food, one was Greek and I can't remember what the other one was, and it was good food, but there just wasn't as much as we expected there to be. And we quickly realised that, I realised when I first came out of the graduation ceremony that none of the people that I'd been attending classes with was coming, apart from one girl. Everyone else didn't want to go because they didn't want to pay any extra to get in. So there was only one girl there, so we kind of just kept to ourselves. I did see one of my teachers there, which was great. I got to tell him about, how I've been doing over the summer, and I loved that. I just loved my teachers so much. It was good to see him again. But yeah, we very quickly left there after kind of realising that there was no need for us to be there. We wasn't really like socialising with anyone. We were just kind of keeping to ourselves on our table. So we did end up leaving there pretty quickly, but it was still great. If I'd recommend going to the after party just for how mine was, I'd probably say no. I'd have maybe said yes if more people had come, but obviously they didn't. So as of now, I would say no. So now that I've said a little bit about that, I'm going to go right back from the beginning. So I'm going to go with the gown fitting. So a few months prior, once obviously you've said you want to go to the graduation, at least how it worked for me, obviously this isn't going to be the same for everyone, but we had to rent our gowns. I'm not sure if there was an option to buy them, but I did know there was one to rent them. So it was 40, almost £50 to rent out a gown and the hat for the day. I think you got it in total for like 5 or 6 hours if you wanted to. You could have it for that long, and there was different stations to drop it off at around the city centre, so that was nice. But yeah, I'd say it was quite expensive for the gown, but not really a big issue at all. And it was a great part to get to wear the gown and get to walk around the city centre in the gown with other people wearing them. I did like that part, and I loved getting a load of photos in it. It felt very cool. But yeah, so what we did was we got there an hour early. So the doors opened at 11, the ceremony was at 1, but we got there for 12, which gave us enough time. But I think if I was to do it again, which I will be next year for my masters, I am going to go earlier just because it was very crammed in there. You wasn't allowed into the actual stage area until I think it was maybe half an hour before, so 12:30. And it was very crammed, everyone waiting to go in, everyone waiting to get the gowns. So I would go in earlier, but basically what it was just one big room with all the gowns in, and there was different setups. So there was like one person in each like store kind of thing, and you'd get brought over to them, say which size you wanted, and they'd put it on you. So a dilemma I had was that the gown fitted great. I got a medium gown and it fitted great. But the hat was the problem that I was having. So you could only do small, medium or large, and there wasn't really an in-between size. And I quickly realised that the medium was too big, and if I moved my head even just the slightest bit, it was falling down or off completely. So I tried on a small, and that was just too small to the point where it was like uncomfortable. So I did end up going with the medium, but yeah, I don't know if I got it on the video, but on the end when I walked across the stage, I was holding onto it because I was so scared that it was going to fall off. And for a lot of it, you're in the seating areas and you're looking up at the stage and at the screen. But I was trying to keep my hat on the full time. I did end up taking it off as soon as I got off the stage, just because it was hurting my neck to try and keep that on every time it was falling off. But yeah, the gown was a great part. I really loved that part. Almost forgot to show you, this is my certificate that I was given once I crossed the stage, and at the moment I'm just keeping it in my drawer. I always keep like the important stuff in my drawer, so I'm hoping obviously I don't damage this. I'm not sure if you can get another one, but yeah, I'm like was just staring at it the full day. When I graduated, I actually forgot to mention that I graduated 2 weeks ago now, and I'm only just getting around to actually editing this video. But yeah, for the whole day I was just staring at this thing. So it has your name on it, obviously. It has the University of Hull, which is the one I studied at, and then it has what basically you achieved. So for mine and for everyone else in my class, it said Bachelors of Arts with honours in creative writing and English, which is also what I'm going to be going into to do my masters. So I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, just Masters of Arts with honours in creative writing. And then on the bottom there it says which class mark you got. So I got first class and then just the date. So yeah, I'm very proud of this thing and I will be cherishing it forever. Okay, so again, this isn't going to be the same with every graduation ceremony, but for me, the getting seating part was really simple. So obviously I was not with my family. They went off into another guest seating area and then all the graduates was in one section. So what it was there was some people in blue gowns that was, I'm pretty sure there was either staff or teachers. I'm not entirely sure, but there was something to do with the university. And they was wearing these blue gowns and they was standing or sitting on the side of the chairs, and basically you'd go up to the aisle. So you got like your ticket number, like where you'd be, which aisle you'd be in which seat. So you'd go to that aisle and then tell them your name, and they was basically giving everyone name cards, and these name cards you had to keep. So I went to my chair with my phone, which it was not a bad idea. I thought it was gonna like screw me over a little bit because obviously I don't want to take my phone on the stage, but you was able to leave your stuff under the chairs, which was great. So I went over and she basically gave me my name card, so keep hold of this. And what happened was when the ceremony started, they basically explained that when this staff member in the blue gets up, you follow them. What it was you come out the aisle and then you go down so you're facing the audience, which was scary, and then you go around and then back up towards the stage, and then you wait by the side of the stage in a massive row. And I'll get onto that part now because that was very like nerve-wracking for me. I think I mentioned this at the start of the video, but the only part that I was nervous about was going up on the stage because I have such terrible stage fright. I hate doing anything in front of crowds where everyone can just see me. But obviously it's not that big of a deal on the day. There's so many people going up that you're not focusing on just one person. So what happened was, yeah, we went up and we was waiting in line, and I was with all my classmates. We was all the creative writing and English cohort. We was all together in line. So I was at the end and everyone started going off, and that's when I got really nervous. So by this point you'd given your name card away, and I was standing there and I didn't realise that my family was like right beside me because I was so like zoned in on, oh my god, this is happening, that I didn't even see them, and none of them called me over, so I didn't notice. But yeah, there was 4 of my classmates in front of me when I really started to feel nervous, because what it is, as you'll see in the video, you go up the steps and across, you shake the chancellor of, again I'm not sure if this is the same, but for us it was you shake the chancellor of the university's hand, and then you carry on walking off to the edge down the stairs, and that's when you get your certificate, and then you just sit back down. It's a very quick thing. So I thought that I would be shaking my teacher's hands as well, but I wasn't. But they was sat on the stage, so I did get to like smile at them as I went past. But yeah, it was very nerve-wracking to stand on those steps and wait for your name to be called. But obviously, to be honest, I blanked out. I don't remember walking across that stage because I was just focused on don't let my hat fall off and don't let my shoes fall off and don't trip over. So that was really the only thing I was thinking about that I can remember. But yeah, it went by very fast, and the whole ceremony was 2 hours in total. And I'm gonna admit, you do get like a little bored of seeing so many people across the stage. But again, at the same time, it's enjoyable because it just feels, you know, you've got this community around you that everyone's graduating, everyone's been through this 3 or 4 year course and have come out the other side, and we're all getting our certificates, and it's a very nice moment. I did enjoy it, and actually after I finished I wanted to go back and do the whole ceremony again, so that was good. But yeah, that was about all I have to say for that. It was a very enjoyable experience, and I'm sorry I didn't get to film more of it. I did actually go back after, and that's when I got the clips of the outside because it was just way too crowded and way too chaotic to get them when I was first going in. So at least I got those ones. But yeah, I'm hoping next year when I do wait for my masters. I promise I will film more. But for now, that was my graduation, and yeah, I'm very excited to go back and do the year and to do it all again. Thank you for watching.